My beloved child, my chosen one from the stars. Why are your fingers trembling while you scroll? Deep down your spirit already understands this isn't just a random message on a screen. Something bigger is happening right now, something you don't want to miss. Heaven has pushed open a door that felt sealed for centuries, and the key turning inside it carries your name. You weren't meant to stumble on these words by accident. This is a divine appointment, a meeting etched into eternity's calendar. Archangel Michael says, God says, someone from the other side is calling your name. Yes, beloved, someone who once filled your world with laughter and warmth has been reaching toward you all day. They left something precious behind, a promise, a lesson, a fragment of their heart, and you've been unknowingly praying for it. Tonight that gift is set to arrive, but it only finds its way if you remain present, if you don't skip a single line. Archangel Michael says, my child, don't let this moment slide past, open your soul. Heaven's whispers are carrying your name bright with light and heavy with urgency. A loved one who once held your hand is standing quietly beyond the veil, and today God says, they are giving them permission to speak. Their message is delicate, it won't stay open forever. Before we go deeper, pause for a heartbeat, subscribe so you won't miss private urgent angel messages like this one. When heaven can't contain its secrets, they pour into moments like these. God says, crafting something deeply personal for you, and your name is echoing in places you can't even picture. Hit subscribe so you never lose a whisper, the next one could turn your whole story around. Now lean in. The person stirring in your memory right now, yes, that one, didn't leave without a trail. They planted something spiritual and powerful, and it's moving toward you even as you read. Michael says, if you close your heart or skim ahead, you could miss the exact second their truth reaches you. Heaven rarely reopens a door it already held wide. Somewhere in the unseen, a scroll gleams with fire and light engraved with your name. Inside it lie answers, hidden names, secrets about your calling, even blueprints for the resources you'll need. But this scroll won't hover forever, heaven watches how you respond. If your chest feels heavy or tears brim, don't scold yourself, that's your soul tuning into its signal. You've never walked alone, not for one heartbeat. And right now you're being chosen again. What's approaching isn't just an inheritance or a letter, it's purpose, a transfer of strength, a baton of meaning waiting for your yes. Someone beyond the veil isn't only crying for you, they're urging you to take what they couldn't carry further. This is your holy transfer moment. Archangel Michael says, stay with this message and it will find you within 7 days. Skip it and you'll sense the loss, the delay, the ache of silence. Each line you read is another lock unfastened. Each breath you take is aligning your spirit with heaven's rhythm. Nothing about this is coincidence. Maybe lately you felt an invisible hand guiding you through shadows or a voice you couldn't place whispering your name. That pull isn't a trick of your mind, it's your soul becoming aware. Someone who loved you fiercely has been granted a window to reach back across eternity. Maybe they were taken too early or slipped away quietly, but they left a map drawn in love, and today that map leads straight to you. Archangel Michael says, if you dare to believe a little longer, everything you thought was lost will return. not as it was but in a form only heaven could design. What they left isn't cash or property, it's a mission, a treasure locked inside your heart that comes alive through permission. You've wept alone where nobody could see. You've smiled through heartbreak hoping someone might notice the ache behind your strength. Heaven saw every tear, not one fell unnoticed. They rose like sweet smoke to God's throne. That's why this message has arrived. That's why Michael himself was sent. A gate that stayed bolted for years is swinging wide, its breeze touching every corner of your future. Don't shrink the weight of this hour. That loved one didn't erase you when they stepped into eternity. They waited for this very moment, praying you be ready. They left you something sacred, not just a note but a key only your soul can use. Right now you're standing at that doorway. Think about those clues, dreams that cling after waking, the quiet shiver in empty rooms, the way your name drifts through still air. The one who loved you most is handing you a torch. If you turn away it won't vanish, it'll shift to someone never meant to hold it. That's how precious this is. You weren't just chosen by God, you were remembered by the one who crossed over. They spoke your name as they stepped into the next world, hoping you'd be strong enough for what's on its way. This next chapter isn't just healing, it's legacy. These last lines aren't only text on a screen, they're an invitation. Heaven has aligned this moment with your heartbeat. Angels lean close, Archangel Michael says, lift your eyes beloved, step forward with courage. What's waiting isn't a burden, it's a story waiting for you to live it. Take the key, open the door and walk into the life built from love that outlasted even death. And if you wish to express your support further you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. Beloved, do not be afraid of what is unfolding. The real danger lies in closing your heart now, in turning away from what has been prepared just for you. The prophecy that includes your name has been alive long before you took your first breath, and today its fulfillment is brushing against your reality. You may feel a tension in your chest, a strange awareness, because the universe is shifting on your behalf. God says, is orchestrating this precise moment, nothing about it is random. Every sigh, every flicker of emotion you feel is a signal that something long awaited is finally aligning with your spirit. This is why your world feels off balance lately. The normal rhythm has paused because something extraordinary is coming. A presence you have been sensing for weeks or perhaps your entire life is finally permitted to reach you. This spirit, the one that has been waiting across dimensions, has petitioned God for this reunion endlessly, but it was never the right time until now. Your soul, your heart and your very essence have softened and opened in ways necessary to receive the hidden treasures left behind, treasures that are spiritual, generational and transformative. This is not merely coincidence, your alignment called them. The frequency of your soul sent out a signal that heaven answered with precision. What is coming is not material. It cannot be measured by money, possessions or accolades. It is a sacred inheritance, a continuation of a journey begun by someone who loved you beyond earthly limitations. They left a message embedded in spiritual resonance, one that could only awaken in you once you reached the right level of readiness. Your tears, your silent prayers, the moments you thought no one noticed, they were all recorded in the heavens, and today those memories act as keys to unlock this divine message. Archangel Michael has carried this sacred envelope with your name across the corridors of heaven, guarding it until your spirit could recognize its importance. As you read these words, understand that each line is an unlocking of destiny. The chain of events is about to cascade into your life, shifting your reality in ways that will feel sudden yet entirely predestined. Dreams you had long forgotten will begin to resurface, people from your past may appear unexpectedly, and moments of clarity will strike with undeniable force. The presence of this spiritual inheritance will ripple through your life, realigning relationships, opportunities, and even your sense of self. The person who left this gift is guiding it through unseen forces, ensuring it reaches you fully intact, untainted, and perfectly timed. Do not underestimate the subtle signs surrounding you. They might appear as repeated numbers, echoes of familiar songs, chills running down your spine, or feelings of déjà vu. These are the whispers of heaven confirming that the message is real. Each breath you take, each pause in your day is synchronized with the arrival of what has been reserved for you. Heaven is bending time to place this spiritual truth squarely in your hands, and Archangel Michael stand at your side ready to cut through fear, doubt, and old programming that tells you that what was lost cannot be reclaimed. The sword of light he carries is not a weapon but a tool of divine clarity, slicing through the illusions that have kept your blessings just out of reach. The magnitude of this moment is profound. You may feel small, unsure, or overwhelmed because the energy moving through you is vast. Yet know this: what is approaching is designed to expand your capacity, not shrink it. This spiritual gift is generational, designed to impact not only your life but the lives of those connected to your lineage. What you are about to inherit carries a mission embedded in it, a purpose so significant that it transcends ordinary understanding. The one who has left it for you knew this could only activate when you were spiritually, emotionally, and mentally prepared. Your readiness has been tested in ways invisible to the world, yet these trials have calibrated you for exactly what is coming. There will be a convergence of signals, moments that feel too perfectly timed to be coincidence. Doors you thought were closed will begin to creak open. Messages from unexpected sources will arrive, and dreams will align with reality in ways that feel almost miraculous. This is your sacred inheritance manifesting. It is a continuation of a love that never ended, a purpose that was always written, and a truth that could not be delivered until your heart was fully receptive. Every doubt you have ever held, every shadow of fear is now being overshadowed by divine orchestration. Your eyes misting, your chest tightening, the emotional waves you feel, these are not accidents. They are confirmations that the spiritual transfer has already begun working behind the veil to reach your waking reality. Archangel Michael now urging patience, awareness, and courage. The next 7 days your spiritual sensitivity will peak. Expect revelations that feel like they arrive without warning yet with perfect timing. This is not a small moment, it is a portal opening, a river of divine inheritance flowing into your hands, your home, your spirit. The person who left this gift, yes, the one who crossed over, is smiling in the unseen, knowing that their message, their love and their legacy will find its full expression through you. You are chosen to carry forward what could not be completed before. What you are about to receive is sacred, unstoppable, and life-altering. Your role is simple but vital: remain open, remain aware, and allow the inheritance to enter fully. Do not dismiss the subtle nudges, the dreams, the flashes of insight, or the physical sensations that accompany this spiritual movement. These are all confirmations. You are standing at the threshold of divine continuation, a moment that will not return if ignored. The timing is perfect, the alignment precise, and your readiness undeniable. Heaven is holding its breath, and Archangel Michael stands ready to guide each step of the unfolding path. The doors are swinging open, the scroll is in place, and the transfer of purpose and destiny is underway. This is a time for courage, for faith, for surrender. Your spiritual legacy is moving into your hands. What was once delayed is no longer withheld. The gift left for you from the other side will reshape your understanding of love, destiny, and divine connection. It will ignite a series of events that touch not only your life but the lives of many. Heaven has not forgotten you. Archangel Michael has not left your side. Every angel assigned to your path is in position. Every celestial whisper is guiding you toward this moment of reception. What you are about to claim is monumental, sacred, and eternal. Enclose it fully. Not with anger, not with bitterness, but with calm, deliberate authority. You are no longer at the mercy of people who misunderstand your value. You are stepping into a space where every word, every energy, every intention directed toward you will be filtered by divine law. And heaven will not allow anything toxic to seep in once your spiritual boundaries are firmly set. This is your moment to stand fully in your sovereignty, beloved, without apology, without compromise, without hesitation. I see many of you have carried relationships like a weight on your shoulders. Friendships that drained you, partnerships that demanded your light in exchange for shadows. You've been bending, accommodating, explaining yourself endlessly, hoping someone would recognize the brilliance you bring naturally. But now the veil lifts. You will notice a subtle shift within your spirit, a lightness, a quiet freedom, a pulse of energy that wasn't there before. That's heaven confirming that what you are about to experience, the freedom, the alignment, the clarity, is not temporary. This is a permanent recalibration of your spiritual DNA. And here's the remarkable part. The people who tried to manipulate, who whispered negativity, who counted your moments of weakness, they're going to watch. They will sense a distance they cannot cross. They will feel a presence around you that wasn't there before, a shield forged in silent prayers, in perseverance, and in obedience to God's timing. They won't understand why you're no longer available to their games. They won't see the angelic strategy behind your boundaries. And that's exactly how it should be. You were never meant to explain the divine plan. You were meant to live it, embody it, and let the results speak. This is where Archangel Michael steps even closer. He's not only holding a sword of light to clear the shadows but also a scroll of promises. Promises that have your name written across them in fire and truth. Every blessing that was delayed because of interference, every opportunity that was postponed, every conversation you were meant to have, the timing now changes. Michael's presence is more than protection, it's activation. As you breathe in and out, feel that activation stirring in your chest, in your spine, in the core of your being. It's a call to step fully into the life that has been orchestrated specifically for you. Now let's be very clear. This does not mean the transition will be quiet. Energy that has been misaligned with your destiny is going to shake. Some of it might come as discomfort, tension, or even confrontation. People will test your new boundaries. Old friends, family members, even colleagues may push, question, or manipulate. But your spirit, your newly fortified alignment will respond not with reaction but with discernment. The difference now is that your choices are anchored in God's wisdom, not in emotional exhaustion or habitual forgiveness. You will recognize the patterns before they escalate. You will see the motives before they are revealed. And you will respond with authority, not anger, with clarity, not confusion. As this happens, the doors that were held closed by unseen interference will start opening. You will notice new connections appearing, divine partnerships, mentors and guides entering your life at precise moments. Conversations that once seemed irrelevant will now carry key instructions for your next step. Opportunities will not just knock, they will arrive fully prepared for your acceptance. Money, resources, recognition, all the things that were being blocked by hidden hands will find their way to you because the path has been cleared. And each open door is confirmation that God is realigning your life exactly as it should be. Let me emphasize something critical: your role in this unfolding is not passive. You must actively guard the gates of your spirit. Do not allow guilt, nostalgia, or doubt to creep back in. When someone who once dimmed your light returns with apologies, gestures, or emotional appeals, remember that their access has been revoked spiritually. You do not owe them restoration. Your first loyalty is to the divine plan, to your own peace, to the next season God has prepared. The energy you preserve now becomes the momentum for what is coming. And what is coming is unprecedented, unparalleled, and unapologetically yours. I see the weight lifting from your shoulders even now. Every layer of confusion, every moment of misinterpretation, every hidden agenda that once clouded your perception, they are being removed. Your aura will begin to glow differently. You will recognize your own energy with a purity that was previously obscured by others' interference. The clarity you will experience is not about seeing everyone's motives but about feeling God's alignment in every step, every choice, every interaction. You will begin to walk into rooms, relationships, and opportunities knowing instinctively what belongs to you and what doesn't. This is why the timing of this message is so precise. Every word, every pause, every feeling of discomfort that led you to this point has been calculated to prepare you for the moment of release. Archangel Michael says, you are urged to acknowledge the shift, to embrace your authority, to step fully into your light. And when you do, you will not only notice the difference in your own life but also in the way others respond to you. Doors that were locked by fear or manipulation will open. Conversations you've been waiting for will arrive without delay. Opportunities for growth, partnerships and divine alignment will manifest because the energy surrounding you has finally been purified and directed toward your highest good. So beloved, stand tall. Guard your spirit. Protect your peace. Recognize the people who no longer belong in your sphere and remove them gently but firmly. Step into the alignment God has prepared for you with confidence, joy, and anticipation. This is a sacred release, a clearing and a recalibration all at once. The next chapter is not only brighter, it is unstoppable. And as you move forward, know that Archangel Michael, your divine guardians and God's infinite wisdom are all converging to ensure that what is yours cannot be touched, delayed or diminished again. And as you step into this season, beloved, understand something very important. Nothing happening is random. Every encounter, every word you hear, every vibration you feel around you is part of a divine grid being activated specifically for your life. You may notice people from your past appearing suddenly, some with apologies, some with questions, but do not be swayed. These moments are tests of alignment. Heaven is asking you to recognize who is for your elevation and who is only visiting your journey to remind you what you are leaving behind. Do not confuse nostalgia with purpose. What is meant to move with you will not need convincing. What is meant to hold you back will reveal itself without effort. You may feel an internal trembling, a subtle restlessness as if the air itself is charged with anticipation. That's your soul recognizing that a door has opened that cannot be closed by human hands. The energy of your destiny is circulating in waves that touch every aspect of your life, your thoughts, your dreams, your relationships, even your body. You might feel fatigue or bursts of inspiration. Both are signs of alignment. You are being recalibrated, upgraded and prepared to receive blessings that surpass your understanding. Some of these blessings will be tangible, some invisible, but every single one will shift the trajectory of your life. There is a sacred transfer taking place right now, one that bridges the seen and unseen. The one who crossed over is lending you their spiritual momentum. Their unfinished words, their unspoken hopes, their deep devotion, they are now fueling your rise. Archangel Michael is holding that energy, pouring it into your being, activating dormant gifts you didn't even know existed. You will notice intuition sharpened beyond explanation, synchronicities increasing and doors opening in ways that defy logic. Opportunities will arrive at the exact moment you are ready, people will appear as catalysts and even obstacles will reveal themselves as divine signposts pointing you to your next step. And yes, beloved, the enemy knows. That is why some recent days have felt heavy, confusing or chaotic. Opposition always intensifies when a soul is on the verge of alignment. But this is not punishment. This is confirmation. Every distraction, every betrayal, every false narrative was preparing you to recognize and reject what no longer serves you. The very forces that tried to keep you small are now being exposed. People who pretended to walk with you while undermining you are stepping away either by their own choices or by divine removal. You will notice a shift in your inner circle. This is not loss, it is liberation. Every person who leaves now makes room for energy that matches your elevation, not your history. Your spiritual senses will heighten. You may hear messages in songs, feel guidance in random thoughts, or even witness dreams that come alive with clarity. Pay attention. The universe is speaking in multiple languages at once, and your spirit is now fluent. Even small choices now have ripple effects far beyond what you perceive. Your life is being tuned like a symphony, every note aligned with divine orchestration. You will begin to see patterns in what once felt like chaos. Every delay, every unanswered question, every moment of being overlooked was intentional preparation for this crescendo. As you step into this flow, the burdens you've carried, the guilt, the confusion, the heartbreak are being lifted. The heaviness on your chest, the whispers of doubt, the fear of being unseen, they are dissolving. What you inherit now is not simply blessings or opportunities, it is power. Power over your circumstances, over your emotions, and over the narratives that previously kept you bound. You are entering a season where your energy alone commands reality to rearrange in alignment with your purpose. You are no longer reacting to the world, you are co-creating with the divine. And your joy will expand, beloved. It will come not as a fleeting happiness but as a deep resonance in your spirit. You will walk with a new light in your presence, and others will feel it immediately. Even strangers will notice the difference. Your steps will carry certainty. Your words will carry authority. And your silence will speak louder than any conversation ever could. You are becoming a living testimony of what happens when faith, endurance, and divine timing intersect. In this season, expect the extraordinary. Your relationships will be redefined. Those aligned with your purpose will rise to meet you. Those who are misaligned will naturally drift away. Opportunities that once seemed distant will suddenly appear, not by chance but by divine orchestration. Spiritual, emotional, and material blessings will merge, forming a seamless wave that lifts you higher than you've ever imagined. And every moment of your past struggle, every tear shed, every heartbreak endured is now transformed into fuel for your ascension. Remember, beloved, this is your resurrection. Your rise. Your divine appointment. Nothing will move you backward now, because heaven is clearing your path, activating your gifts, and placing everything in perfect alignment. Your destiny, long awaited, long prayed for, is arriving in full force. Archangel Michael stands beside you with the sword of clarity, cutting away what was never meant to be part of your journey, and your spiritual inheritance is flowing directly into your life. So open your heart fully, walk boldly, and recognize the magnitude of what is occurring. This is your moment of full illumination. Your soul's blueprint is unfolding. Your purpose is being revealed, and the doors that were once closed are swinging open wide. Your light is unstoppable. Your rise is inevitable. And every aspect of your life, spiritual, emotional, relational, and material, is now entering alignment with heaven's perfect plan. Everything that was meant for you will arrive, not in fragments but whole. Your inheritance, your purpose, your soul awakening, all of it is now being released, because God says, you are ready. The heaviness in your chest, the doubts that whispered at night, they are dissolving. They cannot remain where divine light enters. Your soul has been prepared, sculpted by trials, polished by pain, ignited by persistent faith. Every silent tear, every whispered prayer, every lonely night has been counted, and now the universe aligns to meet your readiness. The person who left, yes, their departure was never abandonment. It was preparation. They left behind a map of love and resilience only your heart could follow. The message they carried is for you alone. You are being handed the mantle of light they could not fully bear, the mission they longed to complete, and the energy of devotion they could not channel. Every obstacle you faced, every moment of feeling invisible, was laying the groundwork for this spiritual inheritance. Archangel Michael has been guarding your path, ensuring nothing interferes. Every sign, encounter and sudden insight, birds, feathers, candle flames, is intentional, confirming your spiritual transfer is underway. When you notice these signs, do not ignore them. Heaven is aligning your environment to honor your readiness. Your rise will bring clarity. Questions that haunted you will answer themselves. Moments of self-doubt, fear, and invisibility are being replaced with recognition and understanding. Your intuition sharpens, thoughts clarify, and truth becomes unmistakable. Guidance will arrive in ways you cannot dismiss, and opportunities will present themselves in divine timing. This is heaven orchestrating your path, protecting your mission and unblocking your inheritance. This is not a fleeting moment, it is a transformation anchored in eternity. Energy, environment, and relationships will shift. People who once confused or hindered you will fade or align. You are stepping into authority, not as pride but as a natural extension of the light you were always meant to carry. Every prayer whispered alone, every moment endured without recognition has prepared you to wield influence with wisdom, grace, and spiritual insight. This season is for restoration, revelation, and reclamation. What was stolen, delayed, or overlooked is returning multiplied. Those who belong will appear drawn by the divine. Collaborations, partnerships, and soul-aligned connections are now activated. Every action, decision, and step carries power beyond your past experience. Even subtle shifts are intentional. Your heart feels lighter, your mind sharper, your creativity flowing miraculously. Guidance is clearer, patterns more obvious, and peace more constant. These are confirmations that your spiritual alignment is complete enough to receive what has been prepared. Your life is no longer governed by fear or doubt, it is now directed by divine orchestration. The one who crossed over remains with you in spirit. Their love, energy, and wisdom flow through you. The vibrations in your chest, sudden insights, tears for no reason, they are the frequency of divine transfer. You were never alone. Now fully equipped, you are stepping into what was always meant to be yours. Expect miracles. Doors will appear, resources will flow, and aligned people will enter effortlessly. The most profound changes will be internal: confidence, clarity, and divine discernment. Your steps will follow a certainty beyond explanation, and your light will radiate even to strangers. Every past heartbreak and betrayal has prepared you for this elevation. You are entering a season of abundance and alignment. Delays and disappointments were intentional, ensuring you are ready to receive fully without distraction, fear, or hesitation. This is your holy moment. Preparation meets promise, pain meets purpose, and the invisible becomes real. Your spiritual inheritance is unlocking, your mission is clarifying, and your influence is activating. Heaven orchestrates your life, ensuring your blessings flow unhindered. You are the light bearer, the chosen vessel, the bridge between heaven and earth, ready to carry forward the legacy entrusted to you. Step boldly. Receive fully. Walk into your reality with open eyes and heart. What was delayed is now manifesting, what was hidden is revealed. Your blessings, spiritual and material, are activating. The one who crossed over smiles upon you, their love, guidance and faith in your mission flows into your life. Patience, endurance and unwavering faith have prepared you. You were chosen, prepared and equipped to receive without hesitation. Your life will transform in unmistakably divine ways. Locked doors open. Long-awaited messages arrive. Opportunities previously unreachable flow effortlessly. Your spiritual, emotional and physical blessings quietly accumulating are now fully activated. The world will respond to your light. You are stepping into the version of yourself God intended, powerful, aligned, unstoppable. Heaven has moved. Archangel Michael stands ready. Your spirit recognizes the moment it has waited for. You are fully aligned, prepared and equipped to walk in divine authority. Nothing can stop what God has ordained. Every step, thought and action carries divine impact. Your breakthrough is here. Your new reality has already begun. And now, beloved, the light within you is no longer hidden. Every step you take will be guided, every decision illuminated by a clarity that has been waiting for this exact moment. The heaviness that once pressed on your chest will lift, replaced by a sense of purpose so strong that even the winds of doubt cannot sway you. You are walking into a season where your presence alone commands alignment. The doors that once seemed impossible to open will swing wide, not because you forced them but because heaven is moving in perfect orchestration on your behalf. Those who underestimated your resilience will begin to see the depth of your strength. Your past pains, betrayals and disappointments will transform into fuel for your rise. You are no longer carrying just your own destiny, you are carrying the legacy of those who came before you, the prayers that were whispered in silence and the unfulfilled dreams they entrusted to your spirit. Every seed planted in you by loss, by love and by unseen battles is now sprouting. Every quiet sacrifice you made has been noticed in the courts of heaven and will now bear fruit. Expect miracles that defy human explanation. Opportunities will arrive that seem perfectly timed, people will enter your life with intention, and even the environment around you will shift to support your calling. But the most profound change will be inside you: confidence, discernment and a peace that no chaos can shake. The voice of God within you will grow louder, guiding each step, each word, each decision with unmistakable clarity. You will move with authority because the spiritual transfer has activated a level of wisdom and insight that was always destined for you. Beloved, this is not just a season of blessings, it is a season of fulfillment, of completion, of inheritance. The story that once seemed interrupted is now being rewritten with divine precision. Your tears will become testimony, your pain will become power, and your faith will become legacy. Every word, every prayer, every moment of endurance has brought you to this sacred turning point. You are the vessel chosen to finish what others could not, to carry the light where it was nearly lost, and to manifest the promises that were once only glimpsed in heaven. Step into this fully without hesitation. Let go of fear, doubt, and the voices that once tried to diminish your purpose. Your rise is inevitable because it has been divinely ordained. The one who left, whose love was unfinished, watches now as their legacy blooms through you. They are cheering in the unseen, guiding your steps and celebrating your obedience to the call of heaven. Every shadow that lingered in your path will scatter in the light of your authority. Every delayed blessing will arrive fully formed and undeniable. This is your inheritance, your breakthrough, your holy elevation. Walk boldly into it. Speak life, act with courage, and carry the mantle entrusted to you with honor. The heavens are aligned, the angels are present, and your spirit is ready. You are not just surviving, you are rising, and in rising you heal, you complete, and you illuminate everything around you. The work has been done, the fire has been lit, and now the world will witness the fullness of what God has been preparing in secret for you. Amen.